Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for the Raiders demo team? On the takeoff roll from the left, here's Bill, 150 horsepower Super Stearman. He takes off, pulls right up onto the vertical here. Big lumbering airplane, he kicks the rudder. Hammerhead stall, turn, there's that lovely rapping sound of the propeller. Wow, he's really getting energetic with this. That barrel is hitting aileron roll. Now you've seen some world-class aerobatics. You'll notice this airplane doesn't quite do the maneuvers the same way. That's because this airplane is about 80 years old. These were built back in the 1930s, and they were used as training camps. Here's 2, here's 3, and there's 4, the 4-point hesitation roll. For those of you aviation trivia fans, if you've been to an air show in years past, you may have seen this airplane in its previous life. This is one of the Red Baron Squadron airplanes. The only difference is they took the stickers off. Bill Wood, diving for airspeed. Here we go. Here's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The octagonal loop, also known as the stop sign in the sky. Back onto the vertical again. This big lumbering airplane is such a joy to fly. Many of you ever get the opportunity for a Stearman ride, I highly recommend it. Here comes Milford again. Coming up over the top, hanging by the belts right there. The deceptively easy Stormer loop. All the sound that you're hearing from this airplane is the propeller. That lovely rapping sound. That's a half a cube and 8. You hear when the airplane goes by, that's the sound of the engine. He's got 1/2 of the cube and 8. Here's the other half. There's the ball out. Between a stock Stearman and a Super Stearman is pretty simple. Originally, when these planes were built, it had 220 horsepower aboard. As Bill climbs onto the vertical, you can see the rudder kick for the hammerhead stall turn. The original Stearman also had only 2 ailerons. Bill Gordon's airplane has 450 horsepower, more than double the original horsepower. And it also has 2 more ailerons. Instead of 2, there's now 4. This does not make the airplane roll faster. What it does is it makes the responses crisp. You can start and stop the maneuver a lot easier with 4 ailerons than you can with 2. Here's the barrel roll. This is an open cockpit airplane. There is room for 2 on board, and it is an awesome ride. Onto the vertical, there's the kick again. He's doing a reverse hammerhead stall. He's got the bottom of the airplane facing us. And I'll bet you he's going to set up for a photo pass. Of the over 10,000 airplanes that were built during the World War II era, only about 1,000 of them remain. They were farmed out and surplus, and these airplanes have done just about everything imaginable. Speed is up, control, right onto the vertical there. Here comes the one on the top, that's 2 sides. Here comes the 3rd side, here comes the hard one. There's the pull, that's the square loop. Back onto the vertical again, coming over the top, hanging by the belts. You can see he starts that roll real quick. Originally nicknamed the Yellow Peril, the Boeing Stearman has been a mainstay of air shows ever since they were surplus so many years ago. It is considered to be a collectible airplane, and if you happen to have one sitting in your backyard, well, you're living life pretty good. Onto the vertical again. There's that rudder kick. Notice how slowly and gracefully this airplane flies. By the way, if you want to do any cross-country traveling, it's got a top speed, while Bill is doing a slow roll here, of only 124 miles an hour. That's with the throttle all the way up. Most pilots don't fly them that fast. They will be cruising at about 90. However, the good news is, should you show up at the local airport with your very own Stearman, you will get a tremendous number of style points. Here he comes in from the right, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Bill Gordon. And the 450 Super Stearman. Oh, look at this. He's hanging by the belts. Going to give us a little wave there. And rolls it right back upright. Coming around, I bet he's setting up for a photo pass. It sure looks like he is. I hope you got those cameras and camcorders rolling. The light is pretty even today. You ought to be able to get a good picture of this airplane. Smoke is on. Here he comes. This is Milford, the Stearman on the Banana Pass. Oh, by the way, another interesting note. The sound of that prop, you don't hear that in a cockpit. You do, however, hear that beautiful Pratt & Whitney engine. And in reality, the way it works out is when you're making a lot of sound with a propeller like that, you're actually losing airspeed. If you pull the propeller control back a little bit and slow it down, you can actually feel the airplane jump forward. You are dissipating energy if you are making all that rapping sounds with the propeller. Now I understand we've got a flyby coming in here. You know, one of the exhibits that you really should get to see is the Red Tail Squadron's movie, Rise Above. They are down by the kid zone. I heartily encourage you to go over there and check it out. I hear a Mustang. Now, as soon as Bill Gordon gets back in here, there he is. He's landed. This is good. Now he's going to stop the airplane, make a right-hand turn, and when he comes up that taxiway, I want you to wave your hats, your programs, anything you got. Let Bill Gordon know just how much you appreciate. Bill, you're going the wrong way, dude. Oh, I know. He wants to go all the way down and let everybody get a good look at this airplane. He's going to bring this airplane back. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. He's got to dust you. Gives the smoke system a bit of a shot there. And with what little wind we have, that may hang around for a while. Here comes Bill Gordon, everybody. How about waving and clapping and doing all kinds of fun things? Let him know how much you appreciate him flying today. He's going to taxi that airplane back here. And when he gets it shut down and his helmet off, then we're going to go and we're going to give him all the applause that he so rightly deserves.